Press the wrong button. Today is Saturday the 19th. Oh, this place really echoes. Echo, echo. Yeah, that's a lot. It is cold out here. It's cold and windy today. And I have not vlogged for ages. Oh, it's so windy out here. It's a very, very windy day. Extremely windy. I know you can't feel it. I don't know if you can hear it or see it. Anyway, it is extremely windy out here today. I'm reconsidering my decision not to bring a jacket. I think that was a bad move. I recently got a drone and it's been so much fun. It's been really exciting. One of the things that I found out about drones is they really like to crash. And they really don't like wind. And it's such a windy day today, I thought, you know what would be a really bad idea is to try to fly a drone around in this wind. So why not? Let's go for it. So this is the drone I got. I've been really enjoying this thing a lot. This is the original Parrot Bebop, the Generation 1. You can see it's gotten into a few little scrapes already. Nothing too major, nothing catastrophic, but yeah, I've been trying to fly it, trying to get the hang of it, not crash it ideally. I did accidentally run into a tree yesterday because it stopped climbing for some reason, and I still haven't figured out why. That may be one of those unsolved mysteries, but hey, it's windy. I've got a few minutes. Why not take it out for a spin and we can see how it works. I've been really enjoying this thing. I mean, I've just been getting the biggest kick out of it. I had been wanting a drone for a while anyway, and now that I finally have one, I've just been taking every opportunity I have just to get some flight time and just trying to log those hours and figure out how to use this thing. Where's my phone? Okay, first of all, I just left my phone in the car, and the phone is how I actually control the drone. And second, I just noticed that the white balance has been totally messed up this whole time because the last time I was shooting in fluorescent light, so I apologize. That must have looked horrible. But unfortunately, this camera that I'm using here doesn't have a flip out screen, so I can't see what I'm shooting while I'm shooting it. I can only see after the fact. All right, here we go. Ha! What do you think of that? It's surprisingly quiet. That's one of the things I noticed about it. It's really impressive. I expected it to be a lot louder. It's really drifting a lot. Can you see that? Whoa. The wind is pushing this thing around like crazy. It can't even... I gotta land it. I gotta land it. Okay, I had to land it because it's way too windy out here. It couldn't stabilize itself. It started getting knocked around by this crazy wind. I'm gonna give it one more shot. See what we can do in these windy conditions. Really, this thing's holding up remarkably well considering how much wind there is here. I'm very impressed. Some days it doesn't do this well, even without the wind. Doing a good job today. Good job. Trying to get you two face to face. Hey. All right. All right, let's pack it up. I gotta grab some groceries real quick. It's cold out there. I didn't put my jacket on when I came outside because I didn't want to seem like a wimp. But the truth of the matter is, I am a wimp. I'm from Southern California, and in Southern California, this is cold. Like, I know it's only the middle of November, and seriously, the temperature is only 54 degrees. 54 degrees doesn't sound that cold, but I'm freezing. It was definitely a bad decision not to bring my jacket. Next time, I'm gonna try not to be a hero. I'm just gonna bring my jacket, like the wimp I am. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna run over to the store and grab some groceries real quick. Oh, I love flying in this field. I have an awesome shot from this field I will show you. there's a little field over here next to the office, and it's pretty cool. On a day like today with all this wind, there's not a chance that I would fly the drone out there though, because it's more likely that it's going to get lost out there and then I'm going to have to try to run out there and retrieve it. And I'm not ready to get waist deep in whatever kind of weeds are growing in that place. The Parrot Bebop is a nice drone overall. It packs a lot of bang for the buck. It's by far not the best drone you can get, but it's also not the worst. It definitely has some really nice features, and you know, there are some shortcomings as well, but overall I would recommend it, especially if you get a really good deal on it like I did. I can't afford to pay full price for these things. Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Just like 2 shots of espresso. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. So good. I needed that. Pokemon Go dayo. That was adorable. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it. This is actually just my lunch break. I'm working today. I work on Saturday. I work every day. Who doesn't work every day? We've always got stuff to do, right? There's always more to be done. I can't really rely on my memory anymore. I've got to write these things down, otherwise I will not forget. Wait, I won't remember. You know what I mean? So I got the printer working. Does it feel like the holidays are here? Holidays are here. I was about to say the holidays are almost here, but really they're here. This is it. This is the holidays. You're bouncing around there a little bit. You okay? Alright, well hang in there. Alright. Oh, and you probably noticed I finally got a haircut. It's been so long. It's been so long since we've done this. I really want to do this more often. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I think it's been... making me a little bit absent-minded. I came out for lunch, and to pick up some things from the store, and I got the things from the store, but I forgot about lunch. It's getting close to being, you know, my lunch break's gonna be like over. I've got to get gas out of the way because my car is on fumes, much like myself. Things have been a little crazy. I don't know how much you use Twitter. I've been using Twitter for a long time, and I enjoy it. Keep in touch with people, kind of stay abreast of certain current events. Not everything, but you know, interesting things pop up in my feed. And I noticed that somebody added me recently to a list. In Twitter you can have lists of people you follow, sort of like categorize them. And somebody added me to a list called explainer videos. And I thought that was interesting because I don't really make explainer videos. I did use Twitter to share some of my vlogs at one point, but explainer videos is a kind of a genre that I find very interesting and that I've thought about doing. I love teaching. I mean, that's just something that I really enjoy already. It's kind of tough to be a one-man film crew when you can't see what you're shooting. I kind of wish I could see the front and the back of the camera at the same time, but what are you gonna do? So many days worth of vlogs. Today's a pretty significant day. Today, Casey Neistat, arguably the single biggest inspiration for my vlog, announced that he's not going to be daily vlogging anymore. He's still going to be producing videos, still going to be putting them on YouTube, but his daily vlog, that like amazing body of work that he built, this is the end. He's just not going to do it anymore. Since the time that I decided to start daily vlogging, I had a pretty good run. It was a lot of work. There were a lot of things that I learned while doing it, and it was a really interesting experience, but at a certain point, I couldn't keep up with it. I fell behind and I was never able to get caught up, and the backlog began to build so extensively that at a certain point, it wasn't practical for me to get caught up. And ever since then, I've just been thinking and pondering about what am I going to do next? Where am I going to go from here? And when it became clear that I couldn't keep up with the daily vlog, I really had to take a good hard look at myself and the situation I'm in right now, in this particular stage of life, and ask myself, what do I want to do and what can I do? I love the idea of daily vlogging, but it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of work not just in shooting the footage and editing it and posting it. I mean, that's just the basics. But once you start getting into a daily vlog, you really want it to be good. You want it to be interesting and compelling. And, to be perfectly honest, some days of my life are really boring. Some days are just monotonous and routine, and there's nothing interesting happening. And sometimes I honestly don't have the bandwidth to make something that's really interesting and compelling. And that was one of the walls that I ran into in trying to daily vlog. And while I really like the idea of posting every day and making something new every day, and I know I made a whole video about that and I encourage that, and I still think that's a great idea, I just questioned whether it was the right thing for me at this stage of my life. And I started to wonder, maybe I should do a weekly vlog, or maybe I should just forget vlogs and do something completely different altogether. And that's what I've been pondering over the last several weeks. It's been a real journey. It's been a real journey for me of discovery, of process, just everything. And part of that journey of discovery for me was realizing that although I was inspired by my vlogging heroes, my vlog is not going to be like theirs, because my life is not like theirs, because I'm not them. I'm a different person. I'm not capable of making a vlog that's like Casey Neistat's vlog, because I'm not Casey Neistat. My life is different, and as a result, the work I create needs to be different from his. It needs to, because I'm different. And that's the thing. I enjoy vlogging. I enjoy making other kinds of videos. I want to do more of both. But I just don't think that I can commit to a daily schedule right now. I don't think it's practical. Part of the issue is that I wasn't ever really sure what I wanted to do with this vlog. I wasn't sure why I was starting it. It was sort of a journey of discovery of me trying to figure out what I was doing and trying to find out what I wanted to do with it. Part of that journey was this big pause, this big break that I took when I stopped posting daily, when I got overwhelmed and I couldn't keep up with it. And that allowed me to take a step back and really try to think more about what I wanted to do. And so I've got some great ideas. There are some new things I'd like to take this whole experience in a different direction. And I think it's going to be really awesome. And I think there are a lot of really great opportunities. So I hope that you stick with me on this journey. I think it's going to be really fun.